Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to do my weekly check-in, but I'm not exactly excited to see what the results are because I know I'm way over budget and I have to kind of delay making my credit card payment instead of tomorrow because I got to pay for what I was over budget with this week with Paycheck 3's money. So you will see that in my paycheck to paycheck budget tomorrow on Saturday, right after this video goes up. So check that out and see how I made that, or how I paid for what I spent for the week of week 4 and what do I have left for week 5. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now and how it's going to affect our budget. Okay, so let's dive into the budget. This is the weekly check-in, this is the layout, this is the week we're on right now. I need to discover how much I spent, what the new balance is, and then how much I have left balanced for the month, the rest of the month, which is the last 6 or 7 days. I can't remember how many days it is, but that's what we need to work on. Here is week 5. I do 5 weeks every month. It's kind of odd, but it works for me, and I've been doing it for quite a while because there's a little bit before in the beginning of the month and at the end of the month, but we get paid the first of every month. So I just go ahead and put down 5 weeks. There may be 2 days here and then 5 days here, or 5 days here and 2 days there. Doesn't matter. I still run it like a weekly check-in. Okay, so let's flip to the calendar, my spending calendar. As you see, I have my red pen, I have my black pen, and I'm ready to check in here. So this is what we spent. Now, it does look pretty good. I'll zoom in just a little bit more so you can see the whole thing. But I don't really have a lot of transactions, but I have enough that I really need to kind of pay attention. I do have one no spend day. That is today, and you are already seeing spending for the 24th. Here's the reason why. This is a new paycheck. I see the pending deposit. This did charge on the credit card, but it's not going to be paid with the Paycheck 2 money. It's going to be paid with Paycheck 3 money. And the service for this, which is HelloFresh, I just started it back up, is the package isn't actually going to be delivered until Monday. So I haven't even got the food yet. So I'm going to shift that to next week's budget because it's going to line up with when the package delivers, and the charge is going to fit for that. It can just sit on the credit card until I'm ready to pay for it, which is fine. Now I do put all spending categories on the credit card, and that just helps me to keep all my cash in the bank account and then once a week pay everything. And that is what I've been doing, and that's what's been working for me. And when I notice I go above and beyond, or I have a month where there's money that is expenses left on the credit card, if I don't have a way of paying cash for it and I'm not willing to pay cash for it, then I need to stop using my credit card and not use it in that sense, because credit cards can help. It helps keep credit score, keeps things current and stuff like that if that is what you're interested in. But it can be tricky, and you can be snared into something and spending and not have a plan of how to pay for it with cash. So that is the best approach I have come up with it. It took me 2 or 3 years of discipline of just using my debit card only and paying cash for everything before I was disciplined enough and recognized I could control that and try it on the credit card and move everything over there. So a lot of it, some stuff still comes out on checking account depending on what it is, but everything goes on the credit card, bills and expenses. And I just total it up and make one payment once a week, which I'll be doing on Paycheck 3 because I'm going to carry a negative balance tomorrow. So let's go ahead and figure out how much I spent, why am I negative, and what's going on. Okay, I've got us zoomed in, and I already have a little piece of paper here where I get my numbers, and we're just going to check them off and make sure I did them right, and then we're going to total them up and put them in the weekly check-in. Let's see, I want to be special today and use my purple pen that matches the ink I already used because I love this pattern. I just think this is so pretty. on this, and I have to use my purple pen every time I use this paper, so that is just who I am. First thing I have is $89.39 for let's see, Myers. There we go, my grocery store. And I want to use my purple pen to check off over here too. And then I have $216.66, which was a huge grocery run. I needed to stock up on a bunch of stuff, and it was very important that I did, so I went ahead and did that. Let's see, what else have we got? So that total there, those two items, $89.39 plus 216.66, there we go, was $306.05, which was way more than what I have available in budgeted in this week's paycheck period. Oh, these lights are really bright here. So I'm going to go ahead and $306.05. I've added different lights to my setup here, so I'm adjusting how I move things around so it doesn't reflect too much. So I do apologize if there is quite a bit of reflection. Let's go ahead and move to restaurants. So there was a lot of restaurants, and reason being, two reasons. I just didn't feel like cooking, and I wasn't meal planning very well, and so we would go out to eat. Hence why we started doing HelloFresh again. I haven't done it since the last place we lived, and I think I stopped doing it actually last year, but I did it for a year previously, and when my husband was gone too much, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to get the kits when he's gone, but when he's home, I will get the kits. So they're very easy and simple, and I don't have to think, and I will talk about that in another video. But restaurants, Friday night pizza night for the family, Papa John's, got a whole bunch of stuff there, $54.65. And then let's see, the next thing we have, oh, Burger King. Okay, I wasn't expecting this one. Sorry. I wasn't expecting this one because, is that the next? No, I just skipped over Logan's. Hold on, backtrack. Friday night, we decided, or Saturday night, we decided to go to Logan's. We've been trying to get into this place. It's very busy all the time. And so we saw a good opportunity to go. So we went. Logan's, $62.96. And I have that right there. And then I took my son out, and he wanted to go to Burger King and then do some shopping. He didn't actually buy anything. He just wanted to go to Goodwill, and we have what called a peddler's mall, where you have a lot of vendors selling stuff, just random stuff. So it's kind of funny. And so Burger King right here, which was $13.33. That was me and my son. I paid for it. You know, he's trying to save his money for GalaxyCon. If you have seen our past videos on Weekly Check-In GalaxyCon, I bought our 2 tickets for that, so we can meet celebrities and get autographs and all that fun stuff. Let's see here. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I didn't, I wasn't going to have him spend money on like Burger King and stuff. So. Because he's going to need a lot of it. Okay, $56.62 is Buffalo Wild Wings. My husband and I went out to dinner that night. I did not meal plan very well. So we are actually, me and my husband are not going out to eat for 40 days as part of Lent, as a commitment to each other and the Lord, and that kind of sacrifice. People do Lent many different ways, and there are some with different rules and things like that. But this is what we came up for us. This is what God led us to, and this is what's important to us. So it's going to be difficult, not extremely difficult. I mean, we can figure this out, but I think already it's led us into something important, which why was I struggling so much with meal planning? And what do I do when I struggle this much with meal planning? I go to HelloFresh, which is why that's going to start next week. It's just a simple way for me to do things. So let's go ahead and, let's see, get this on camera. Total up how much we spent in restaurants. So it was almost like we were trying to spend everything up that we could, leading up to knowing we weren't going out to eat. Now you're going to see restaurants going forward because our sons are not participating with us and that's fine. That is their thing. And so, but my husband and I are, so you're not going to see me and my husband do this or have restaurants, just my sons. And yes, we still will pay for it. That's not a problem. $187.56. There we go. And that's pretty much that. I think we only have like considered for the entire month $18 left, so we spent it all basically. Miscellaneous here. I have, let's see, that's not miscellaneous. Let's see what I have over here. Oh, Etsy digital. So I want to get back into my silhouettes. I have portrait silhouettes. I have 2 of them, and man, they are giving me a headache. But there were some digital products I bought for myself to make my own stickers and stuff that I wanted. I finally found a font that I really, really loved, and I really wanted specific script stickers for my planners and with icons and things like that. So I'm excited to get into that again and work on that. $23.42, that is ink. So the printer I am using, I have complained about the ink or the quality of print, and then I realized I may not have been using, I was using the standard ink. Maybe I need the more better ink for the same printer. And yeah, so that's what I decided to do, is get for one-time use of, not one-time use, but purchase one-time new ink in it's like an XL series. I don't know how to describe it. You have standard and XL. So if it's not printing vibrant enough or depth enough or dark enough or saturated enough in the photo printer that I have for the stickers I'm using, then I need to buy ink, better ink for what I'm doing. So that's what I did there. And I just ordered on Amazon. My printer actually is outdated, and they don't really sell the ink that came with it because they just don't, they have newer printers and they just don't do it anymore. But Amazon had some, and I went ahead and got that. So this is $66.44 for miscellaneous, which I think is really, really good. Even the seasonal surprise box from Erin Condren went on sale this week, and I've decided not to purchase it. So yeah, I haven't found anything else to purchase, so we're good. Let's see here. Gas was $38.98. That's right here. My husband needed to get gas the other day. Oh, I forgot to get this Buffalo Wild Wings. All right. And then what else do I have? Copays. So I have over here is just a pharmacy purchase, my medications. It was a copay of $5.86. And then I have over here my son's copay for his medical at the doctor's office. So there we go. And okay, these two, $5.86 plus the 24. All right, that is $29.86. All right, now I have one unbudgeted, the UPS store. If you follow me on my other channel, which is Lisa's Faith and Scripture Reading channel, I did a giveaway, and I paid for the giveaway and the shipping and the materials to pack it and all that stuff. So I'm excited for that person to get that package. Hopefully I'll hear from them soon that they got it. And that's going to be a lot of fun. We had a great giveaway, and I'm growing over there. I'm almost to the same number of, not quite to 300. I'm almost to 400 here, and I'm definitely growing over there very quickly on that channel. So I wanted to thank everyone and tell them thank you, and then do a giveaway to thank them. But only one person can get the giveaway, so that's kind of sad. Maybe next time I will do, I forgot to check it off, a printable or something for everyone, which I always keep printables in my description box. So if you're looking for budget sheets or anything like that, I have freebies like that in my, I don't talk about it, but in my description box below. It's a Google Drive link. You just download it for free, and it's yours, and you print as many as you want. It's very simple, and I love it. It's the same design I used to use when I printed my own all the time, but now I'm just playing with stickers and doing it. I wanted to change it up a bit. Let's see. Now that I've got all my numbers, now that I know how much everything is, I do want to total up my bills here. I'm going to put a line here so I can separate that. Bills, this is what went on the credit card for this week, $70 plus $47.69. This is a purchase, Dr. Odell, which is our chiropractor, and then my husband wanted this powder mix for collagen and joint health and stuff like that. So he bought a bottle of that. He puts it in his coffee every morning. I think it's really great. So I need to try it, but I haven't tried it yet. You can't even see my calculator, I'm sorry. Plus the $6.99 for Discovery Plus and the $39.17, which is my husband's subscription. There we go. $163.85. Now I've just started showing you guys this number. It's important because it is about my credit card payment. I need to know how much to pay on the credit card so that when the time comes, I am paying properly and paying off transactions, and the math is correct. So I want to keep it paid off unless there's something intentional, which I do have a couple intentional things. But I have the cash to pay it off, but I'm waiting for some deposits to come in, and I want those deposits that come in to represent paying that off. So, and I haven't got any interest charges yet or anything because I pay way past how much is charged on the account for them to charge interest or what would be due. So I don't really have to worry about that. So here I have $203.09. That was, and I spent $306.05. So I'm definitely over budget here. I'm way over budget on restaurants. You'll see how much I have left for the next week. Thankfully, we're on Lent and we're not going to have anything or a need to really spend a whole lot out of that. So $187.56. The restaurants, I do think for the month we will be over budget. You'll see that in just a second too. Miscellaneous. This is the other thing that I'm tracking here. And that was $66.44. And I'm very proud of that. That I was really refraining from random spending and just being completely thoughtful on what we were spending our money on. So that was important. We had zero unbudgeted for the week. Now I do have unbudgeted here, but my weekly check-ins focus on my checking account when I'm paying off my credit card. So I did make a charge of $34.83, which is the unbudgeted you saw here in yellow, and that was a UPS store for shipping, and I bought some containers and stuff for supplies for the shipping, and as well as other things. Wow, everything's beeping at me. And so for the giveaway and hopefully for future giveaways, which is great. And so when I did that, I decided to take it out of sinking funds, which is, well, actually it was a saving fund. I guess just say savings. I should put savings because this is not actually a sinking fund. But I have a giving and tithing savings that I did put money into, and I haven't used it. And here it was tithe, here military retirement, salary, and this is what's left of when I was putting into it, and then savings here. So I removed it from here, paid from this savings account to the credit card, just this one transaction. That way it doesn't affect my checking account, which I consider all this. Let me zoom out so you can see everything I'm talking about. My paycheck to paycheck and monthly budgets are all about the checking account. That's a savings. Monthly budget, this is my checking account with my husband. This is part of the breakdown every time a paycheck comes in for the checking account. That's what you're seeing here. And then when I make a payment to the credit card, it comes from the checking account. So everything you're seeing, daily life spending here, that is the checking account we're working with. Okay, so I have my numbers in. I'll zoom back in for that though. Can't really see that. Okay, there we go. And we're going to total And then we're going to set that up, and that'll be the video. So let's go ahead and get this in view. There we go. 203.09 minus the 306.05. Wow, my phone is blowing up. So I was getting random junk text messages, and I swear the hacking is ridiculous. So let's go ahead. 203.09 minus the 306.05. That gives us a negative 102.96. There we go. So that is going to be paid with Paycheck 3. Let's see. Restaurants, 105.70 minus the 187.56. There we go. I was over by $81.86. I do hope this weekend we do well because we are going to the movies. We're going to eat plenty before we leave, so we're not buying too much. I'm not counting popcorn or soda or anything for that as eating out. It's entertainment, not eating out restaurant rice. So I don't think that would be breaking Lent. 137.95 minus 66.44, and that gives me $71.51. So that's what I have left there. And now I need to figure out what the new beginning balance is down here for the new budget. Now I always budget the same amount every week, whether it's 2 days, whether it's 5 days, whatever, 7 days a week. It doesn't matter the number of days, I budget the same amount. And if it's too much for that week, I just carry it over to the next week, and it works out fine. 260 is what I had planned for this week, but I already spent $102.96. So technically, I'm paying with Paycheck 3 for this because that's where this money was coming from. So it only leaves me $157.04 that I planned in the budget for the last week of February, last 7 days of February. And I mean, that'll be enough to get me through February. Whatever's left of that. Today's the 23rd. Yeah, today's the 23rd. 24th is Friday, and I go from Friday to Thursday. So every Thursday is a weekly check-in. I upload it on Fridays. Let's see. I have $100 for restaurants, as you can see here. And I spent it all, pretty much. 81.86. So that left $18.14. Not a lot to work with there. So good thing we're stopping right now, though this does not cover my son's Friday night pizza. That's okay. I'll be a little bit over here for that, but the groceries can compensate if I don't spend all that. So I'm not too concerned about it. They're going to get it whatever they want, so I'm not worried about it. I'll make it work. That's what Mama does. All right, and then $100 for miscellaneous. I won't move my notebook because you can see that. And because I have so much in the miscellaneous, that could cover some of the costs. That gives me $171.51. I've not seen so much, as much as this in a long time. And so, yeah, that's pretty good as far as the budget. So I'm going to zoom out. I'll be right back. Okay, so Friday the 24th through Tuesday the 28th is the last week of the month, so it's not quite 7 days. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And what I have available here in the budget as far as spending categories, let's see what the total is. 157.04 plus 18.14 plus 171.51. For 5 days, I have $346.69, and that means if I stay within these numbers, then I will not go too terribly over budget for spending as a total, what I plan for the month of spending. But I definitely will be over budget for specific categories like eating out and things like that. And that's okay, because these other categories are going to compensate, and it's not going to affect the budget too much. Whatever's left over here is going to be in my paycheck, in my closeout video at the end of the month once I have all the results. That'll come in probably after the 1st of March, so that I have accurate numbers for you guys. And editing Lisa here, I just realized I did not finish what I was trying to say about this, where I total all the numbers up and find out how much I have to pay on my credit card. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then I will continue this video. So 306.05 plus the 87.56 plus 66.44 plus the 38.98 plus 29.86, and then the 163.85. Boom. So total, oops, wrong pen. Total credit card payment is $792.74. I'm going to have to wait till Paycheck 3 to do this, which I see the pending deposit. I can do it first thing in the morning and balance the two, Paycheck 1 and Paycheck 3, or Paycheck 2 and Paycheck 3 for the month of February, and then move forward. But I wanted to pop in and show you the actual total that was going to be the credit card payment. And this is why we're over budget, and I can't pay with Paycheck 2 because I have, what do I have left? I don't have that number. It's about it's over just under $600. So I'm like $100 or so off in order to pay it. And you will see the actual numbers when I do my paycheck to paycheck video. Thanks. But right now, everything is looking good. I still have $346.69 for the last 5 days in February. And that's $69, almost $70 a day. So yeah, I think we can make that work. I think that will be fine. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.
As a young girl, the fields were mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the pines. So offshore, playful and